Welcome to my YouTube channel. Iran has once again captured the attention of the international community after the sudden test launch of a new missile that experts describe as both deadly and strategically game-changing. This development, which occurred far earlier than many Western analysts predicted, has triggered alarm in Washington and Tel Aviv. The missile, according to official Iranian sources, is capable of striking long-range targets with high accuracy and carries advanced warheads designed to overcome some of the world's most sophisticated missile defense systems. For the United States and Israel, the timing of this launch is unsettling, as it suggests Iran's weapons program is advancing at a pace far beyond what they had calculated. Iranian state media showcased images of the missile launch, presenting it as a symbol of national pride and technological achievement. Military officials claimed that the missile can travel hundreds, even thousands of kilometers, putting not only Israel but also American bases across the Middle East well within reach. If these claims are accurate, then this missile changes the balance of power in the region dramatically. Israel's Iron Dome and Arrow defense systems, along with American Patriot batteries stationed in the Gulf, were designed to intercept conventional threats, but Iran asserts that this missile employs maneuvering warheads and stealth features that could render those defenses ineffective. Israel responded with immediate concern. Military spokespersons warned that Iran's actions were destabilizing and could lead to escalation in the already volatile Middle East. Behind closed doors, Israeli leaders convened urgent meetings to assess the new threat and explore possible countermeasures. Israel has long relied on its qualitative military edge, supported by advanced American technology, to deter adversaries. Yet, the unveiling of this Iranian missile puts pressure on Tel Aviv to adapt its defense strategies and potentially invest in new systems capable of countering this emerging challenge. In Washington, officials expressed deep unease at the test. While the United States has been closely monitoring Iran's missile program for years, intelligence agencies were reportedly surprised by the speed of this breakthrough. The Pentagon emphasized its commitment to defending allies in the region, particularly Israel, but acknowledged that this new weapon would complicate existing security calculations. Analysts in the United States warned that such developments could push the region closer to an arms race, where neighboring countries accelerate their own military programs to keep pace with Iran. Iran, however, maintains that its missile program is defensive in nature. In speeches following the launch, Iranian leaders insisted that the country has no intention of starting a war but is fully prepared to respond to any aggression. They pointed to years of sanctions, threats of military strikes, and economic warfare imposed by Western nations as justification for strengthening their deterrence capabilities. By showcasing its missile advancements, Tehran is sending a message to both Washington and Tel Aviv that any potential attack on Iran will be met with a devastating response. The timing of this missile launch is particularly significant given the broader geopolitical context. Negotiations over Iran's nuclear program have stalled, with Western powers accusing Tehran of stonewalling while continuing its enrichment activities. Meanwhile, the United States has increased its military presence in the Persian Gulf in recent months, citing threats to commercial shipping and oil tankers. Against this backdrop, Iran's demonstration of missile strength underscores its determination to project power and resist foreign pressure. Regional rivals are also paying close attention. Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, both wary of Iran's growing influence, view the launch as a potential threat to their own security. These countries, already engaged in proxy conflicts with Iran in places like Yemen, may feel compelled to seek stronger security guarantees from the United States or even accelerate their acquisition of advanced weaponry. This dynamic raises the risk of an escalating arms race that could destabilize the region further. European nations, too, find themselves in a difficult position. For years they have tried to mediate between Washington and Tehran, hoping to salvage some form of nuclear agreement that could limit Iran's military advancements. Yet, the test launch of a missile with such destructive potential makes diplomatic efforts even more complicated. European leaders fear that if tensions spiral out of control, the consequences will not be limited to the Middle East but will also affect global energy supplies and international security. Military experts suggest that beyond its technical capabilities, the missile serves an important political purpose for Iran. By unveiling it publicly, Tehran is reinforcing its image as a resilient power that cannot be intimidated. Domestically, the launch bolsters nationalist sentiment and unites a population facing economic hardship under Western sanctions. Internationally, it signals that Iran intends to set its own terms in any future negotiations, using military strength as leverage. The global community now faces a critical question: how to respond to Iran's latest display of power. Direct military confrontation would be highly risky, given Iran's ability to retaliate across multiple fronts. At the same time, ignoring the development could embolden Tehran to push further ahead with its military program. The coming months will likely see intensified diplomatic maneuvering, with Washington, Tel Aviv, and European capitals weighing options that range from harsher sanctions to renewed dialogue. For the United States and Israel, the shock lies not only in the missile itself but also in the speed with which Iran has advanced. Both nations underestimated how quickly Iran's scientists and engineers could overcome technological barriers under heavy sanctions. Now, with this weapon in play, the strategic equation in the Middle East has shifted. The region is entering a new phase where deterrence, brinkmanship, and military preparedness will dominate the landscape. Whether this leads to direct confrontation or cautious recalibration remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Iran's missile launch has changed the game, and neither America nor Israel expected it to happen this soon. Thanks for watching.